right now the goal is to make Blackjack with React Next.js as a complete beginner, and now I have to figure out how I want to do this. For the last episode, we made this text that is clickable, and which is a button, and the number increases, and that's it. So let's continue. So we have this button. Should I draw using something? Uh, Perhaps Lucidchart? Is that the best thing to use? Best or to draw to draw for designing programming. I'm just gonna use Lucidchart for now. Let's sign up. Ba, 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 ba. All right. Let's just create a blank document. I hope this is fine. So I want to have, well, the only hook I know how to use is useState. Okay. Do we have to do this? All right. So we currently have, I currently want a button. So for UI sake, we're gonna have this, and we're gonna see the cards, obviously, right? So in Blackjack, we're gonna have a dealer, and then our cards. So we'll have, yeah, space for our cards and space for the dealer. So something like this, right? And so let's say the dealer is red because they're evil. Okay, I should do this. And we are green because money. And so we'll have for now, for simple sake, we'll have 3 different buttons. Okay, I guess we need to start the whole flow. So first we need a buy-in, right? And let's for now just it takes in all the money we have, or let's just say $10. And I have to use that variable. So then that $10 goes, and we'll have a money, the number of money we have here, the top. Money. I know it's gonna be for running it's gonna be hard, so let's just center it like this. So money, text and text, and then buy in. So when you click buy in, the money goes down, and there's should be another text down here that says like perhaps like at stake. At stake. So when you click buy in is first thing, which changes what happens at stake, and it also updates money. Then once that happens, okay, we'll highlight these 3 buttons. So these are clickable if player is in play. So needs to check if it's in play. So let's have an arrow here, which has a variable. It says if in play, then these buttons work, and we have hit and stand. Let's just do these two for now. Everything else is too complicated. And let's say so now I just want to have, for simple, we're gonna have just a random number generator, 1 to 11. Yeah, 1 to 11. And every time you hit, so yeah, so the dealer would show first. So let's make this bigger because I know you guys can't see. Just line with is your text size? Oh, here. Yeah, we got this. So we got, so the dealer would show first. Then so this would show first. So oops. And then we would show there you go. I gotta stop you. These arrows are so goofy. So how do I make, why is it bending? Okay. Okay. And then yeah, it's okay. So one, one, and then it's, oops, it's two. Yeah, okay. One, two, and then if we hit, then it will generate another number, 1 to 11. And we'll have a count. Uh, um, and a hand number right here. And it would just add these together, which would be, this would be an array. And this would just be the array at the sum. And once I click stand, then it's the dealer's turn, and they would hit. And if it's, they would hit until 17. If it's not 17, they'll hit again, and we'll have to do the bus logic. All right, well, this is essentially what the game would look like. It's it's very ugly, but we have to start somewhere. So let's begin. I first want to try creating, because since I literally only know how to make this button right here. So we have to make, so we have money, and let's create a let's create a hit button, which changes how would the hit logic work. So when you hit, for now, we're going to have, it's going to, that's not working. Is it command? Control? No. How do I duplicate? Alright. It's going to hit. When you click hit, it a random number. So this is the function. Function hit where a random number from 1 to 11 we have to so hand gets set to 0 and random numbers from 1 to 11, then that random gets becomes plus equals random, then so we'll need, alright, so let's try doing this. So first, let's just see how this looks. Kind of curious. So, oh, okay, so so this. I thought how to make. Alright, we're not gonna do. This is not important right now. Alright, so let's create first. New folder, to be honest, and let's call this. Right, actually no new folder. Let's make a new document, and let's call it hit button. Jack hit. Hit button dot psx. Alright, so we're gonna have a very similar where we'll basically need this. So let's copy this hit button into here. Seems alright. I'm recording right. Yep. There's a hit button. Alright. So we're gonna change this to hit button. And the use state would be So how would I make these public variable? When something gets hit, do I have to make a blackjack the parent, then let's say there's just let's say hit button, all it does is it changes num money it sets num money to num money minus 1. And wait, we gotta change this to oh we have to add the hit button into page. Hit button gets imported. Nice, perfect. All right. So set num money. Okay. No, not environmental variables. Global this. How to import variable in Next.js. How to import use state variable in another file. You can use React context to manage this or Redux. Should I allow myself to use this? Alright, I'm just gonna use it. Export the variable. use state, yeah. Mm-hmm. Display component. All right, so yeah, we know how to use props. All right, so let's make a black jack parent. Hmm. Also a client, I believe, where which is here, what blackjack button? Why is blackjack button not working? Because hit button. Let's change this to be like that. And delete set money. All right, so how do we change? How do we make these? The problem I'm working on right now is how can I make how can I use the variables within a use state in another file. And my current approach is that I'll go to make a parent file, then blackjack parent, have a parent file, then we'll have the number here, which then we will return a div. And that div, or we can pass the variables such as all right. So we need to find props. Next.js tutorial. There you go. Let me just find props. There you go. Header. So all I need to do is go to the button and change this to props, right? Then I can just use blackjack blackjack button. I can just do this right. Blackjack button. Okay, so I guess I have to do like this. Blackjack button. But why can I do it? Oh, because the slash should be at the end. I see. Blackjack button where we can put in right here where we set num money to equal num money to equal num money and then comma, right? Can I do commas? And then set num money to equals set num money. And also I need to import use state React. Yes, we're making progress. We're making progress here. Okay. Where we can, instead of, do I need to put the logic here? No. Not put the logic here. So if we do this, then do we need to do like this? And would it be props dot props? Basically has any type. Do I just have to change this to any? I also have to make it a JavaScript versus TypeScript session because I have no idea what the difference is. I just know one has a better, one is just more explicit. So, okay, we have an issue. Props set money is not a function. Oh yeah, because we're currently doing it in reverse, where instead on the page it should be blackjack parent. And blackjack parent should be displaying blackjack button. Exactly. Yes! Alright. Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. I can do this. I can do this. So blackjack parent. Let's just make a new folder called blackjack. So the button will be here. Move. Yes. And hit button will be here. Move. Yes. All right. So hit button. What is hit button? So hit button. We will. We also need props, and it is int. Let's just use any whatever. We do not need this right here. And so when the props button is hit, then let's change this. Then props set the money. We will change that to just do -10 for now. Props dot money -10. Yep. Exactly. We can keep this here. And so in the blackjack parent, we'll have another blackjack button. Sorry, no, we need hit button right here. Let's change it to use the slash at the end. Hit button, non-money equals money. You can just copy this up from here. And now, if I reload, yes, and oh yeah, perfect. Okay, so now how can I make this larger, much larger? Oh, I can just change my screen size. Okay, perfect. Okay, so once hit, we need I'm going to have another. We're going to have just a variable, a and equals 0, and hand would be in here too. So hand equals hand. So if we do hit, then once that happens, then hand. I guess it's also a use state, right? Because props dot hand equals uh equals props dot melody. And once it hits, once we click hit, once we click hit, I would like hand to do something. H1, H1, hand, hand. What issue here? Read-only property. Oh, because it's a read-only property. Because props are read-only. All right, so does that mean I have to make another use state just for hand? All right, I guess we're doing that. And set hand, which is 0, and we just want to show hand. Hand is hand, and in that case, hit what? Why not? Props dot set hand equals that, and we'll change this to okay. So we have set hand. Why is set hand not purple though? Oh, because it's not. It's a function. So we have to do this. There you go. All right, perfect. So instead, set hand would be const equals const and at stake equals 0. No, it'll be it would be this would be 10, and then set hand would just be hand at stake. Then set the money would be that minus hand at stake. So now I just need to change this to yeah, it's correct. All right, perfect. So now we have a hit button and money button. So we hit right there. That's perfect. Okay, so now let's try to get a so now let's try to get a random number generator working. So random number generator. Java. No, so JavaScript. Yes, TypeScript. And we're gonna go back to blackjack parent, where we have. Oh, no, this is correct, because yeah, okay, yeah, blackjack parent's correct because I'm gonna have more games than just blackjack, but I could have put this in page. So blackjack parent. we're gonna have a uh, why is it so complicated? Why is it not just like Python? Uh, how to get a random number between two numbers in JavaScript. Right, so we're gonna just gonna steal this. Um, do I have to make this any? Okay, I'm gonna assume that's okay. So random, random int from interval, min-max. Then now if I wanna call this random int, ooh, how to call a parent function in JavaScript. Ooh, 1 second. I might have to take a pause because it might be time to watch the World Cup. Okay, let's see how long is this recording. Ooh, wow, it's almost been an hour. That's kind of crazy, but this is good progress. One thing is I have no idea if what I'm doing is good or not. Yeah, an issue. Parent class dot prototype dot. I have to export the function. Ooh. If I put it in, like that. If I put that here, would that be useful? Oh, so every file can use it. So if I go to hit bottom, random, int from interval, it was perfect. Say 1 to 11. It's inclusive, right? Let's just okay, hopefully this, so once it's clicked, it should just become a random number. Perfect. Okay, so now okay, so stake, okay, stake would just be, let's just do stake is 10 right now. Okay, we have to, how do I comment? How to comment in JavaScript. // oh yeah, user should be able to set this. Then, okay, blackjack button is actually pretty useful. Useless. I guess it's I guess I might need it. So hit. So once hit gets clicked, we need hand. No, yeah, hand gets changed. So once we click hit, and then const array equals. Okay, I guess we'll have more use states. This would be cards, set cards, and this would be an array, right? So then if we hit button, we'll need cards, which is cards, and then set cards, which is set cards. Right, so once the button is hit, once we hit, oh no, sorry, this is not, it's at stake. Yeah, no, this is not the right. No, it is, kind of. When we hit cards, prop stop, set cards. It's not set cards. Set cards. We do prop stop cards. How to set an array use state. Yeah. And then how to append to an array in JavaScript. A push. Set name. Okay, we need set artist. Set. Okay, we definitely need to use a map too. So set artist. Replace the state with a new array. So set cards. Dot dot. Card. Comma. Int. Hmm. And then we got count. Oh, okay. Okay, this is probably way too long now. That's not at stake. So okay. Whoa. How did it come 85? Oh. Okay, so Gotta update. Um, there you go. Using numbers should work. Okay, why is it not updated? Hit, hit. Yes. Okay, come on, hit. Ooh, bust. All right, so hit, hit, hit. Let's bust again. All right, so next time we're gonna make the busting. Uh, so next time we're gonna do bust. And wins. Hit, hit. Yeah, we need to stay stable. Yeah, I mean I can do that simply right now actually by changing hit button and just straight up deleting set money. Ooh, actually, I do need to. Okay, so variable if in play skip 16, 20, and then once we click stand, then it's and then dealer. And show cards. Okay, wait. We actually made a pretty good progress today. Use a blackjack parent. Just use a bunch of new states. Very simple stuff actually. Found out how to use a random number with this. Pretty com. This just use a lot of props. Definitely have to figure out what to do with that. Also need to figure out using TypeScript. Let's see, that's probably should be first. Like TypeScript types. And yeah, other than that, we're making some progress. Yeah, visuals. I know apparently it's very ugly. Oh, and then I guess we actually need to make a real dealer. Your show card dealer hitting after we stand. Then we need then we need what's it called? Then we just need to do something. Uh, uh, yeah. Okay. Well, what was I thinking of? Oh my god. Yeah, visuals is like very last at the moment. Um. Okay. Well, that's a pretty decent progress. It's pretty good. I have to figure out. I mean, yeah, there wasn't too much research today actually. Okay, two numbers. Oh, I can't see this. To learn and bookmarks. Number. Yeah, props. Yeah, Next.js learn. Super good. Next.js learn. All right. Example. I'll show you guys what I also never realized what I never tell you guys what the actual app is about. So yes, okay. Pretty decent progress. We will continue soon. Where is my local host? There we go. Let's get blackjack. Oh, all right. See you guys.